Hey guys, welcome to this video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to update your image alongside with the other attributes on your table and database. So let's not waste time and get right to it. But before I update the image, I just want to style this image inside my table. So to do that, I'm going to open my template, and then from the sidebar menu I will choose the bootstrap option and the avatar rounded option. Now I will choose one of these. Let's go with this one. So inspect, and then I'll right click and copy the whole element from here and close the developer tools. I don't think we need the template tab anymore, so I'll also close this as well. Now let's go back to our code editor and then the Pepsi all page. Now right below this div I will paste the newly copied element here, and I don't think I need the background styling anymore, so I will also remove that as well. And then I will copy this path from my element and paste it right here inside this new element. So I don't think we need these div tags anymore, so I'll just remove this as well. Now let's go back to our page, refresh, and yeah, it looks pretty nice. Now let's code the update part. So to do that, it's pretty easy. We have to go to our code editor and then to our controller, scroll down until you find the update function, which we created in our previous video. So I'll just remove all these code and write new ones. So I'll just declare a variable first of all, and then connect it with my model. So Pepsi is also my model, and through my model I'm going to find my ID. So I will access the find or fail function to access my ID. I'm going to declare another variable called ID, and what I have to do is I also have to declare this variable inside my update function parameters. So I'll just write it down here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy all these codes from my Pepsi store function, which we wrote in our previous video. So I'll just copy it right here to save some time, and now let's code the updating part. So let's start with an if condition. If I have a request, my request has file called image, what you have to do is you have to update that for me. But before I update the image, I just want to delete all the duplicated files that I'm gonna have inside my publics folder. So to do that, it's pretty easy. All I have to do is declare a variable first. I'm going to name it del, short for delayed. You guys can name it whatever you want, and then I'll give it the path where I'm going to store my images. So it's going to be uploads, users, and then I will concatenate this with the variable that I created here to access my image. So the Pepsi variable, and then I'm going to access my image, which is coming from my database column right here. So yeah, let's access this, and then we have to write another if condition to delete the duplicated files. So if I have an existing file, if like a file exists in this path, which we declared inside this variable to make it much easier for us. So if I have an existing file here, a duplicated file with the same name, all you have to do is you have to delete that file. So I'll access the delete function and then the variable that we created here. So yeah, just like that, it's pretty easy. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this code that we wrote in the previous video, and I'll just paste it right here to save some time. And outside of this curly braces, I'm going to access my Pepsi function, my Pepsi variable, and then access the update function to update our image. Now let's go to our web route, and instead of post here, we have to put in the put method, and let's give it the ID as well inside the curly braces. So I'll just copy this URL, and let's go to our Pepsi edit page, and instead of route I'll just write down URL, and I will paste my URL right here. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to access my ID through the variable that I just created. So I'll just copy this from here, and I will paste it right inside my action. Now I will also access the method function as well, and inside here I'll just put in as put. Now let's go back to our page, refresh, let's edit this, choose file, let me choose this file, image, click on update, and there we go, it has been successfully updated. Now one thing I noticed here is when we click on update, as you guys can see, there is no image here. There's no image here, so let's add an image here. To do that, let's go back to our code editor and scroll down until we find the image input, and right below this we need to write down the code for showing an image. So it's pretty easy. All I have to do is I have to declare a div first to make it, you know, a bit more attractive. So I'll give it a class of d-flex and also the align item center class, sorry about that, align item dash center class, and then inside this div I will take an image tag and write down my path here. So double curly braces, parentheses, and the asset function, and right here I will declare the path to my images where it's going to be saved. So uploads slash users slash, and then I'm going to concatenate this with my image, so pipc and dash image. Now let's copy the class from this element and paste it right here. Let's go back to our page, refresh, and there it goes. You guys can see now it shows us which image we chose. Now one more thing I want to do is I want to get the value of my image, so $sign Pepsi dash image. Let's go back, refresh our page, and yeah, that's cool. So I think it needs a break tag. Let's give it a break tag. Go back to our page, refresh, and yeah, it looks pretty nice now. So let's update this. So I'll make it King Zulala, or just make it King, and then let's update the email as well. So king@gmail.com. Instead of Cape Town, I'll just leave it as Africa. I want to choose another image. Let's just choose this image. Click on submit, and there we go. Just like that. You can also delete this as well, and it will also be removed from the database as well. Now if I go and add another data, it will also be updated on the database as well. So let's just choose this image, click on open, submit, and as you guys can see, it's displaying on my table. And if I go back to my database, refresh, and the same image is right here. So yeah, just like that, you guys can update your images. And if you have any questions, make sure to comment down below. I'd be happy to help you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe this video. Have a nice day. See you guys soon.